I'm burning up, I'm feeling up. Free, forever plagued with this fire inside me. To live or up, to live or die blindly. It's empty, it's bluffing, defining the nothing. Interfering with the color fate is crawling out of you. And now find comfort in the smallest spaces I've sold out. I know I read, I hope I do right. Set the right you to bend. It's different. Destroy my pain. Destroy my shame. Can't let my life go. I wish someone would come and save me.
If you ever get in danger, I'll come and rescue you. I'll realize my hidden powers then and save you. How about it? Aren't I trustworthy?
I suddenly recalled what Red said, as if it was a magic spell. Save me, Red! I called out for Red without knowing, but I realized, as soon as I opened my mouth, that there was no way Red would come. What did I just do? The girls will only get more furious. Sure enough, one girl fumed and started breathing heavily. What? Red? Did you just say Red? If I stay here like this, I'm going to get in big trouble. Reality isn't like TV. No matter how many times I yell for help, a warrior won't appear like magic. Mom, Dad, they said they'd come today.
They're so busy, they don't have any choice. Be a good girl and I understand.
Since I was little, there is no Santa Claus. My parents never keep their promise. And the warrior doesn't come just because you want him to. I feel stupid for thinking, for a moment, that Red might come. Did being with Red make me foolishly positive? I must have believed that what happens in comic books would happen in real life. You piss me off so much! One girl started yelling and was about to swing something in her hand. No, I have to run. Oi, girls, wait! I heard a familiar voice. His voice. I opened my eyes and saw a face so familiar I wanted to cry. The three girls froze at the spot. It was Soy and Shinbi, staring up as our eyes met. Soy was sweating but smiling confidently.
We already called the police.
Shinbi looked at me with worry and said out loud so everyone can hear. What? The police? Not the police. We didn't do anything bad. What do you mean, nothing bad? I saw you kidnap her. You just kidnapped her and committed violence.
I may not like it, but since I work, I actually know some lawyers. Do you want to meet them? We have to go.
Girls, run! Run! Where are you running to? The three girls left in a hurry, and Shinbi stopped Soya from following them.
First, it's important to check if she's hurt. They were wearing our uniform, so we'll be able to find them later.
Oh, that's right. Soya stopped trying to run off and came to me, and she crouched down to meet my eyes. Her eyes were always confident, but right now they were shaking with worry. Are you hurt? Thank God, we saw you get dragged away at the gate. Something serious could have happened. Did you see what the girl was holding? Thanks for coming to save me. Soya seemed to be really startled. I was so lucky. If Soya hadn't seen me get dragged away, just the thought of it makes me flinch. Soya tried to help me stand up, but I couldn't. My legs were still shaking, so I couldn't move. Soya let out a sigh. Really? Did you have your phone with you? I saw you getting dragged away, but I had no idea where they took you. Shinbi went to the classroom and told everyone. They're probably still looking for you. Shinbi kept calling you, but you didn't answer. At Soya's words, I took out my phone from my pocket and checked. There were several missed calls. Eon and Soya, and even Lance called me. I had it on vibrate, so the 3 girls and I didn't notice. Everyone in our class is worrying about you. No call from Red. He must not know about it yet. Of course, it's better if he doesn't know, but I felt a bit embarrassed about expecting Red to come. I should first tell the teacher that we found you. So I called the teacher. Do you think you can get up? Oh, yeah. Shinbi helped me up. If they hadn't come, by now I would have... I don't even want to think about it. I could only think about 2 things while they helped me to the classroom. The worst thing that could have happened if they didn't come, and Red. He said he'd always protect me, but reality isn't that simple. Red's not a superhero. But the fact that I thought of him during a crisis, does that mean I trust him? You came back! Eon embraced me as soon as he saw me. His face was covered with tear marks. Thanks to that, my blouse was getting wet. Chick, don't be so affectionate. All the girls are watching you. I'm so glad you're not hurt. At Soya's words, Eon backed away as he spoke. In the meanwhile, Lance was peering at me. Are you really not hurt? I saw you clutching under your head earlier. No, this is... You hurt? No! I flinched at Lance's words, but I waved my arms. I clutched my head because I thought I had a bump. Lance is sharp as usual, but I didn't want to worry them more. Eon seemed to believe my answer, but Lance still looked suspicious. I cannot help but worry. What really happened? It was nothing. I can assume what the reason is, but... Lance was careful of Eon and didn't spit out the word jealous. But he must have guessed. Everyone in the classroom, including Lance and Eon, only know that I disappeared, dragged by some girls. I only told the teacher that I was hit in the head since I didn't want to make a fuss. But now that I think about it, it was a good choice. If Lance and Leon know everything, they would never stay still. Eon would cry a river. This would not have happened if you hadn't gotten in that teacher's car. Yeah, I think it would be best if you don't take the limo from now on. Eon was still sniffling. Okay. I mean, I don't think I'll want to get on a limo, too. Why don't you go home early today? Shinbi was still helping me stand and asked, but I shook my head. No, I'm fine. To be honest, I'm not fine. My head still throbs, and my legs. I just want to get in my bed, but I don't want to be in the house by myself. I never liked staying in the empty house by myself. It's a secret to the other boys, I'm not even well right now. Will you be okay with being alone in the house? I just don't want to worry them, please. Well, okay, since you asked. Okay, thanks. As soon as they answered, I backed away from them. I don't want people to misunderstand me in the Hot 5 ever again. Since I don't know how many more girls will try to attack me now. I felt someone stare at me while I dragged my exhausted body to my seat. I turned around and saw Lance standing at the door and staring at me. Huh? What's up with him? Is he worrying about me? No way. I shook my head. It's already lunchtime. Thankfully, I survived through the morning classes. I felt myself come down after a couple hours. When I came back to my senses, I realized all the kids went to the cafeteria to battle over the food. I must have been too tensed up to notice everyone leaving the classroom. I headed out to buy bread. If I just walk to the end of the hallway, I'll get to the cafeteria. I tried my best to walk straight, but I felt my legs shaking. I see a couple of kids in the same uniform walking far away. They immediately reminded me of the scary incident I had earlier. What if those girls come and threaten me again? What if I get dragged somewhere again? I've never been this nervous to walk in the hallway by myself. I should have asked Soya and Shinbi to go with me. I think I was too at ease. I thought I would have calmed down by now, but my mind was in a hurricane again. My heart pounds. Each and every student that passes by me feels like a threat. What if they're the girls I saw earlier?
Yeah!
Oh, sorry! I bumped into a girl who was passing by. I froze at the spot without knowing. I quickly checked her face and realized she wasn't the one of those three. But I can't move. As soon as I realized my body was frozen, I turned pale. My hands broke out in cold sweat. Are you okay? I want to answer, but I can't move my lips. The girl standing in front of me asked me with worry, but the hand that was about to grab my shoulders out of worry scared me so much. I shut my eyes tight from the fear. It was at that moment.
What's going on?
I heard a familiar voice. I barely managed to open my eyes. Lance was coming towards us. Oh, you're Lance from the Hot Five!
Excuse me for a moment.
Lance pulled at my stiff arm. My legs instantly started to move, as if the ice was shattered. Lance dragged me and headed somewhere. Lance? I called him, but he didn't stop. I only saw his back as he marched forward. What's suddenly up with him? Lance took me to the rooftop. After checking that no one was there, Lance let me go, and he loosened his hardened face.
Are you really all right? You just froze in the hallway. I have to ask, what really happened to you?
I kept my mouth closed and didn't say anything. I only make more people worried by telling the truth. Lance soon frowned, looking frustrated, but he asked again with patience.
Tell me the details. As a person who lives with you, I believe I have to know what happened that put you in this much shock.
There's no need to worry. It's already the past and...
I will not tell anyone else, if possible.
What's if possible? He should have said he'd never tell. Lance came closer as I kept my mouth shut, and before I knew it, he drove me into a corner. I couldn't back off anymore, and we were so close our noses were about to touch.
Speak. What happened to you?
Lance interrogated me persistently. I felt weaker at seeing those serious eyes. Lance keeps to himself, so he won't carelessly tell other people. Should I trust him? I took a deep breath and managed to start talking. Actually, I was dragged to an alleyway behind the main street. Those girls must have liked the Hot Five a lot. They kept questioning me on my relationship with you guys, and they threatened me a bit. I didn't bother to talk about how violent they were, but Lance's face was hardened enough.
I cannot believe you went through that on your way to school. It'd be best for you not to take the limousine from now on.
Yeah, I think so too.
The threats on the way to school will disappear for now.
Huh? They'll disappear just by me not taking the limo? Lance seemed to think for a while. And he let out a deep sigh. Why are you sighing?
I have considered a way in which you can go to school safely, but it is not an option I wish to recommend.
Huh?
Listen carefully.
Lance said with a serious voice. I just quietly nodded.
Join the drama club Red is a member of.
What? I doubted my ears. It was a suggestion I never thought Lance would say. He was the one who was most against me joining the club in the first place. But before that, what does that have to do with me going to school safely?
Join the club. As the festival conductor, I will register your name in the directory.
Wait, you can't just...
And never miss the rehearsals. Never.
I can't believe Lance is saying this. But Lance didn't seem so keen to say it too.
No, we should go back. I will take you to the classroom.
Huh? You don't need to. And I was on my way to the cafeteria.
If you are going to buy lunch, your friends went to get yours as well, so do not worry.
Soy and Shinbi?
Yes. Anyways, you are strange. Going to get lunch by yourself after all that has happened to you. I do not know if you're relaxed or what.
Lance let out another sigh and walked towards the door.
No.
Okay. Lance marched forward and stood in front of the door waiting for me. Soy and Shinbi went to get my lunch too. I felt touched at their subtle kindness. I went through something horrible in the morning. But thanks to Lance, Soy, and Shinbi, my heart felt warm.